Hello, friends, welcome again. We are in the part 2 of the series on challenges at work from home. As discussed in the first part, we'll be covering two very critical points that we need to manage while we are working from home. First is to minimize the perceived gap, which means being there all the time but not available all the time. You are there all the time at home, but you're not available to the people around you all the time. That creates a kind of stress between you and the people around you because they can see you, but they can't talk to you, they can't interact with you, they can't communicate with you. So let's see how we can manage this. First is try to do all the common activities together as much as possible. If the timing matches, the workouts, the breakfast, the dinner, or even the evening coffee time. Evening coffee time being the best time to spend time together where everybody is lively, active, and we are able to spend some time together. Second important thing is during critical attention time, let them feel the 100% of you being there. Avoid multitasking. It's not that you attend to the home requirement with the phone hanging around shoulders or your headphones on and you're talking to your client or your office people and you're attending to the people at home. No, that's not acceptable. You have to cut off. When you work with dedication. When you attend to people at home, attend to them with that same dedication. Avoid multitasking, specifically when you're attending to people at home. And the last thing that you can really do to minimize this gap is to announce the family time well in advance. Either it's for the day or the weekend. Announce well in advance. We'll have evening coffee together. So everybody's prepared, everybody's ready for the time. It's not that when you find a time, you just go unannounced and say, okay, let's have coffee together. Please be aware that they are also engaged into their activities. So these three things, if managed well, will minimize the perceived gap between you and the other people around you. Break down your tasks and activities into smaller parts and try to take breaks in between. Why? Because breaking the monotony is important for better productivity. And break down activities and projects in slots wherever possible so that you get time for breathing, time for relaxing, time for recharging. Take mini breaks to recharge yourself. What we suggest is for every 90 minutes of intense work activity, take a 10 minutes break. That will really recharge you and bring you back to the work with full energy. Along with that, what we need to manage is the distractions. When you're working from home, you cannot stop the other normal activities that is going around at the place. The TV, the books, the neighbors, the social media, the breaking news, everything. We need to avoid such distractions. Since you're available at home, your spouse, your children, they will not hesitate to come to you and talk to you, interact with you, or ask for help, support, or favors. But we need to avoid such activities. We need to draw that line. Some of the tips I've covered in the part 1. Here's one more tip. If you have kids around, try to keep them busy. How can it really do that? Involve them in interactive and educational games that require long period of concentration. You don't need to supervise your kids for that much amount of time. That is one way you can do it. Another thing is letting them watch age appropriate shows or movies. That should really give you a burst of focus time to attend to your critical work needs. This is a very good tip for people with kids around you. Try this. Now let me come to the second most important point that we are supposed to cover in this session. Learning to switch off yourself. Learn to switch off yourself from work and then come back to your people. That is switching off yourself from work along with your work devices. Once your work devices like the PCs and the mobiles are off, your mind should also be off from work. You should be back to your people. Once the work time is done with, by all means ensure that you are available to the people around you. Get involved with family, friends, and social circles with the same enthusiasm and with the same focus as you give to your work. Avoid mixing them together. At work, don't think about the people. When you're with people, don't think about the work. This is one thing that you should try to really achieve. One thing that you can do to achieve this is by giving yourself undivided time of at least 45 to 60 minutes every day. In all possibility, immediately after work. Call it the me time. Time for yourself, sitting calmly, sitting quietly, maybe meditate for a few minutes, listen to a calming music, instrumental music, which will relax your mind, which will give you that space between work and home. Once you've done that, you will then be able to be with your people 100% without carrying work with you. If you can really manage this process, let me assure you that you will be balancing your home and work very well in the work from home scenario. And still, if there are challenges, pressures, take it one by one. Take it one day at a time and check with colleagues or friends who are in the same boat as you are and let it all out. If there are work related issues, talk it out to people at work, talk it out to a close friend at work, and then release it from your mind. Don't keep it there, don't let it hang around and create more stress. Why we need to do this? We need to do this very consciously because we are living in a very unprecedented time. Working from home can be tough at times. The balancing act can really be tough at times. And what I can really suggest is be kind to yourself first. And if you can do that, rest things will fall in place. So these are some of the tips which I wanted to share with you, friends. How we can really balance both sides of the scale, the home and the work, when you're working from home. Apply these tips, try to work around these tips, and let me assure you that you will be able to balance it pretty well and well enough. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay organized. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that in the next series of new topics you'll get the alerts and updates. And if you have any specific topics in mind where you need inputs, please put in the comment box. I can create a video for that, which will really help you. Thank you very much. Take care and bye.